Greetings to readers, viewers, and listeners, and welcome to this next edition of the Autistic Superblog's The Hot Take from the Autistic Super Channel on YouTube. I just want to preface this by saying I did not know about this until just very recently, but I wanted to say happy International Day of Acceptance to all of you fellow dear readers and viewers and listeners. I know I've been a little bit preachy when it comes to things like the pro-life movement, things like things like other things of that nature. But I also wanted to make sure that it was okay to share it because I wanted to kind of get the word out there with everything that was going on. But I want to ask you, I want to ask you this, dear readers and viewers: what parts of you do you like the most? What parts of your personality, what parts of your life, what parts of your, what do you like about yourself, and what do you wish you could change if you could? For me, if you were asking me that a couple of decades ago, I probably would have said, "I wish I could cook. I wish I could. I wish I could do this. I wish I could. I wish I could. I wish I could record my poetry. I wish I could sell my poetry." Add on a couple of decades later, and I'm not only able to cook, as you guys will see later on in a later post, um, but you're also able. But I'm also able to sell my book. I'm also able to record myself on YouTube and on SoundCloud and all that good stuff. And it really kind of shows myself just how proud I am of who I am as an autistic individual. One of the things I've noticed about myself during my time of autistic burnout is how my voice is, or how I wish I could change my voice, but I really wouldn't because I wouldn't be myself. It's okay for me to accept that my voice isn't that great, and that my and that how I'm talking to you right now is kind of free flowing, instead of just having a script and being all monotonic and all that good stuff, which I get, but you wouldn't get my personality, I don't think. Um, One of the reasons why I wanted to ask you about the day of International Day of Acceptance is I think it's important for us to realize how we need to be kind to ourselves and how to take care of ourselves and our mental health, fellow Spectrumites and neurotypicals alike. But it's also important to support others that need that help. I can say from my personal experience that I've had a lot of support, and I'm glad for that support, and I'm grateful for that support, especially during my time of autistic burnout, because I know I may be a little irritable sometimes, and um, but I'm still learning to deal with everything I have, all the highs and lows that I go through. I'm still trying to deal with anxiety and other issues too, like standing up for myself. Um, I've gotten better at it, but do know I definitely do need to learn more about it. I think. On the positive side, I realize that what I'm able to do has an attention and detail to it. For myself, I always like to think of myself as someone who's someone who's hyper focused on working to the best of his ability. I always kind of feel like for myself, I always feel like I wish I could be better as this I wish I could be as good as that person, or this person, or that person. And I see that now because whenever I get to that point, I have to check myself and realize where in the disability community we could have been if I were born 50 years ago. My voice and the voice of other people like myself would have been silenced, would have been snuffed, would never have seen the light of day. And that's why I mentioned Willowbrook in an earlier post, because I wanted to explain just how fortunate we should be to be ourselves. with all the flaws, with all the strengths, with all the weaknesses, all that stuff. And I think it's important to really like embrace that as part of ourselves. I know I've done that in my time of autistic burnout too. And I know there are people who may not understand, or at least not understand fully, but that's okay. If I could be kind to myself, that's all that really matters. Um, and I bring this up to kind of explain. I mean, I mentioned Willowbrook before, but there might be other people in other parts of the world who may not be able to express themselves as astutely and as wonderfully as I am. Um, I just want to I just want to throw out some support. I of course I want to mention the Art Mid Hudson, of course, because they've actually supported me during my time. They've absolutely supported me during my stay. Um, I'd also like to thank, at least for this year, I especially want to throw out a shout out to Grasp because they've been supportive of me too, and they're a great group of guys. I mean, they're a great group of individuals, and I would definitely say I would put the Artman Hudson and Grasp as one, two, as the people that have helped me with support, that have helped me deal with autistic burnout and how to get around it and how to be kind to myself too. But I also am aware that there are other people who may not be as fortunate, that may not be able to celebrate themselves in the way that they feel like they should, and due to issues and other reasons and things beyond their control. But I just want to have the Autistic Super blog and the Autistic Super channel be a place where you can read the story that I'm writing in these posts and kind of say, oh, now I resonate with that guy, or I resonate with him, or I disagree with him, or I feel like I want people to say, yeah, these feelings that I've been seeing in a friend of mine, I get it. I absolutely get it. I absolutely resonate with what I'm dealing with, what the person is dealing with on this part of the screen. And I want to just share my story out there, if not to if not to celebrate myself, but to let others see, fellow Spectrumites see that it can be done. That even though things might be bad now, that doesn't mean they don't have to be bad later on. That you can work on this. Um, that you can get through this, but you can't do it alone. You need not only you not only need friends and family, of which I have a lot of, and I'm very grateful for. I've also got my poetry, and I've also got friends, family in the community and the arts community too, that have really like shown their support to me in times of great strife and great stress. And I want to just say thank you all to all you've done. I mean, you guys are the ones on whose shoulders I stand on, and I wouldn't be here today without you guys. So I just want to say thank you to everyone out there. And if this is if this is your first time hearing me, I just want to say that I want the Autistic Super blog and the Autistic Super channel to be a, a place of hope for you, to make you realize that whatever you're dealing with right now, you're not alone. That you matter. That we matter. That we in the community matter, and that we as a society matter. Not if not to ourselves, then to others, our family, our friends, and our community at large. So this is gonna do it for my impromptu rambling on the hot take. Happy International Day of Acceptance, dear readers and viewers and listeners. You can check out all these videos here on the Autistic Super channel on YouTube. You can check me out on X and Instagram and all that good stuff. And you can check out all my videos on the autisticsuperblog.wordpress.com. Stay safe, stay strong. God bless you all, and as always, shine on.